Good afternoon, welcome back to Linnets TV. Me, Sam Phillips, now I'm joined by Runcorn Linnets manager Dave Wild. Dave, thanks for joining us. The first time we spoke to you after a game, a 1-0 defeat against Chester. You must be pleased though.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the performance today. I'm sorry if my eyes are all over the place. Kids running around, havoc behind us. I'm really pleased today. Yeah, I thought we've obviously changed the shape a little bit today. What we were thinking of doing when we arrived at the club, myself, Jamie and Billy, not really materialised to the way that we thought it would. We reverted back to a little bit more of a basic setup today, and I think it played dividend. I'm defensively there. I was very, very pleased. Ultimately Chester are 2 divisions above. I think their squad. Looking at them today, I think they'll have a very, very positive season. Obviously, that we all know at the club everything about their management team. So I think them as a club are in a very good place. So I'm very, very pleased with what I saw. We've not created enough chances again, but to be fair, like we said at half time, if that was an FA Cup game or an FA Trophy game and we were playing Chester and that was the performance, and what for a penalty that, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't think it was a penalty, but it doesn't matter, does it? It's pre-season. We'd have probably been biting hands off for that sort of performance in a competitive game. So the lads have shown a lot of grit and steel today, a lot of work rate, and a lot of, I'm going to say Dave Wild sort of expectations. But when I say Dave Wild, it's the whole staff. That's what we demand, and they're the sort of targets and the pressures we've put on them since Wednesday in what was like a really, really poor performance. So I'm pleased tonight.
Yeah, you talk about the defence there. I know a lot of people who were sat in the stand there mentioned the defence. Ali Brown, James Short were tremendous, but after 3 games to get a defensive partnership like Omani and Heathcote, they were tremendous today.
Yeah. So like I said, obviously the first 2 games we've gone with 3 at the back. It's just not worked for one reason or another. So Sam's a really, really good signing for this football club. If I'm honest, he should be probably playing a league higher, if not 2. And that's the aim for him now, to push himself and get the progression up the pyramid that he deserves. So to see him and Sean play that well, that quickly, is really, really pleasing. I mean, they've trained together once. Sean then went on holiday. They've not played together properly in a 2. I'm really, really pleased with that. But to be fair, even when we did play 3 at the back with Daz Thornton on Wednesday, we still looked solid. We just didn't look fluid, is what I'd say, in that system. Whereas there, we've gone with a back 4, and I thought the whole back 4 and the lads in front of them were really, really good today. I'm very, very pleased.
Yeah, no, you mentioned about the.
I don't know if that even answered your question, but I'm pleased.
you mentioned about the sort of lack of creating chances. How do you now, as a manager going forward, solve that? Are the players already here that can solve that issue, or have you got to go and have a little look around?
I think we've got 95% of the team squad that we'll be utilising for the season. You've got to remember as well, and this is what I was trying to get across to people at the club, well, not at the club, but like supporters and whatnot, is Wednesday night was poor, right? And we should be beating teams from lower leagues, as Chester have done today. But what no one knows is they've done an hour and a half in the gym the night before, full leg workout, in the heat and with quite a mixed side. So I'm not like tearing my hair out with it. In terms of the creativity higher up the pitch, watch this space, because obviously you've seen 1 or 2 trialists today. One of them's going to come in. We've struck a loan deal for a couple of players from Chester. I'm not gonna name names or hide behind it. That's sort of something that myself and Callum have been working on over the last 48 hours, which are players higher up the pitch again. And it's a matter of, I say this all the time, pre-season's trial and error, and it's for me and the staff to get this right. 1 sec. Goal.
Lovely stuff.
So that I expect 1 or 2 this week, but I'm also very wary that some of the younger lads there today who've come in on trial have done really well. So I've got a bit of an headache here on my hands, but I'd rather have it than not have it.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll speak to you again next week.
What a strike that was.